Hello and welcome to this video. Today we'll be making coconut recipes. We had leftover coconut, desiccated coconut and coconut milk, and we wanted to finish it up. So we'll be making three dishes. The first one is the fish curry with spinach and coconut, and this is from Ainsley's Caribbean Kitchen. The next one we're doing is coconut Peshwari naan, and I think this would go really nicely with the Caribbean fish curry. And then lastly, for dessert, we're making this coconut cheesecake, coconut and lime cheesecake with passion fruit caramel. We actually made this last night because we're cooking quite late today. And this is what it looks like.
Ignore this.
Yeah, we had leftover filling, so we just made like extra cupcakey things.
Which I know they don't look that appetizing, but they'll be edible once we like ignore the burnt bits. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's the night before cooking time, and we are just making the coconut and lime cheesecake with passion fruit caramel, just because we're going to be starting cooking late tomorrow. We're doing the cheesecake today and then the passion fruit caramel tomorrow. It will take an hour in the fridge and then, it will take an hour in the oven, an hour in the fridge, and we'll update you on how it goes.
Okay, so we've just melted, or semi-melted, some butter and coconut oil in there. And then we're about to put it in the food processor with desiccated coconut and some digestives. We may have made an error with our amount of digestives. I don't think we have enough, but as per, we're going to make it work somehow and just have like a thinner base. Okay, the base smells incredible. I mean, obviously it's basically just melted butter. Just going to chuck it in and then obviously flatten it all out. Now in the picture, the base goes all the way up the sides, so we'll see if we have enough mixture to do that. And if we do, I'll do it. If we don't, I won't. And here we have the finished base, which was super quick to make. As you can see, it does go up the sides a little bit, but I've given up trying to get it perfectly even because it's a bit tricky. So now on to the filling. So we have mixed together here 5 million tubs of cream cheese, a tin of condensed milk and some coconut cream, and yeah, it's made this really satisfying filling. Don't know what that mysterious black mark is there. Just going to squeeze in some lime juice and then 4 eggs, and then I think we're good to go. Okay, so filling having been mixed with eggs, 4 eggs and lime juice. It actually smells really good, but now it's got to go in here, and we've realised that isn't all going to fit in here, so God knows what we're going to do with the rest, but here we go. Oh, this is really, black thing again. Here is our filled cheesecake, and this is all the mix we've got left over, like a huge amount. Even if our cheesecake base had come right up to the top, we still wouldn't have used all that. So we are doing something a little bit mad. We are going to put them in like muffin cupcake cases and just have bottomless cheesecakes, because we can't bring ourselves to throw that away. And surely, like, exactly, we don't want to have to buy ingredients to make another cheesecake, like another cheesecake base. So we'll see how that turns out. This is the cheesecake post coming out the oven. As you can see, it's burnt on one side, which is so frustrating. It's supposed to be in there for 50 to 60 minutes. I took this out after 25. I know we go on about it every video, but that is how ridiculously shit our oven is. 25 minutes and half of it's already burnt, and I don't even know why it's just one half. Even so, it seems like the consistency's alright. It's set on top, it's still got a bit of a wobble to it, so we'll let it set in the fridge. And oh, the biscuit feels very crumbly. That's not going to hold. Well, we'll have to find out tomorrow.
Okay, so that was a really traumatic experience. I used plain flour instead of strong white bread flour because the recipe said use strong white flour. and I've not done enough baking to really understand what that means, so I just use plain flour. So when I mixed all the ingredients up so I mixed the dry ingredients and the milk and the butter with the yogurt, it became really runny, and I don't know if it's because I used plain flour rather than strong white bread flour. Anyway, I had a little panic, and then I just added more flour until it was kind of more solid. I kneaded it by hand, and I am now going to cover this in a damp towel, and hopefully we won't die. Hopefully it will be all okay.
I am currently rolling out our naan, and then you put the filling in the middle, fold it back over and roll it out again so the filling like distributes evenly. Emily is pulling apart some fish, trying to get as much meat off as possible.
Yeah, we got this from Fishmongers, which I'm quite excited about, because usually we'll just go to Sainsbury's or a supermarket. And yeah, like, I think I've done pretty well taking out the fin and the bone. And this costs only £1.10.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm quite impressed by, yeah.
Considering that the other, like, substantial fillet he had was, like,
£14 a kilogram.
Yeah.
Or no, it's a kilo. Yeah, kilogram.
Yeah, so, I mean, I know this isn't very much, but still, like, it's better value for money if you're just doing something like a curry with it.
Yeah.
This is the start of the filling. Well, it is the filling for the naan. So it's desiccated coconut, honey, coconut oil and raisins. Gonna mix it together and then spread it on just one half, fold the other half over, and then re-roll it out. This is a little bit smaller than what it said to roll it to, but I just decided to do a smaller one anyway. So I've covered half of it, gonna fold it over, then get the rolling pin on it to make it into a naan sort of shape. Kind of like that one, which isn't quite oval teardrop shape, but it will do.
So here I've got the fish marinated in lime juice, curry powder, salt and pepper. And now I'm making the sauce. So here I've got frying ginger, spring onion, pepper, and chilli. We're supposed to use scotch bonnet, but we couldn't find any, so we're just using regular chilli. So I'm gonna cook this for 5 minutes and then stir in the curry powder, thyme, and also the coconut milk as well. After I've simmered the sauce for about 8 minutes, I'm putting in the fish now. But the sauce seems really like thick, and I'm not sure if we're gonna have enough sauce, but that's okay. We've got more coconut milk, but because the recipe says it's for 4, I've only put in half the amount of coconut milk, which is half a tin of coconut milk, so we can just add more if we need to. Here in the fish curry, I've just added some spinach and coriander. I'm going to cook it for a couple minutes and then we'll serve it. I'm making the caramel for the cheesecake right now, and it says to heat the sugar until it's dissolved, and I really don't see how that will, like, heat will make this dissolve without any liquid at all, but we'll see. We followed the recipe and we heated up the sugar, but it just didn't work.
Well, we did add water,
yeah,
because it wasn't doing anything, and like I've tried to make caramel before and it's been more successful than this, but we have no idea what's going on, so we're giving up because we want to eat our dinner, and we're just going to chuck in the rest of the ingredients and see what happens.
Yeah, there are lumps in there, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think that is supposed to happen.
No, there shouldn't be any lumps. The caramel has been semi-resurrected, not how it should be, but in the process of making it edible. And then the naan is also doing alright. I don't know what, I've made it before and it hasn't looked like the surface of a pancake, but I'm sure it will taste really good and it's not burning. So
here's our meal. This is the coconut and Peshwari naan, and then we've got the fish curry here. We'll show you the cheesecake later when we've got the caramel on top.
So it looks even less in this bowl now.
It does. It doesn't look like
I mean, like, I'm not starving, so it'll be fine. But Yeah, so shall we try the curry, then...
It's a bit of hair. Yeah,
that
curry.
always has to happen. I want to rip it open and see what...
I think it's not good.
Yeah. Right in the middle is...
Mine is not at all. The
yeah,
size
this one's okay. Find yourself another one. They just ended up being quite thick, all of them. I want a raisin in mine.
I love it. The coconut.
I mean, it tastes really nice. It's going to be really nice dipped in, I can tell.
I was a bit worried about the raisin in, but I think I
Are
like
you
it.
one of those people that doesn't like...
Yeah.
is freaked out by raisins and everything?
I'm not freaked out. I just don't really like it. But it's good in here. Gives like sweetness to
Yeah, I like sweet naan. Right, okay. Curry on its own? Okay, I'm going to try and get a piece of everything.
My fish is so small.
Do you want like an extra blob?
How did it go so small?
I don't think there was that much to begin with. I mean, mine's like...
But like pretty much shrunk half. I thought it would be better, to be honest.
I like it. It's just a bit watery.
But if we want naan dipped in.
Yeah, you want it to be like brothy. The flavour's nice though. I do like the flavour.
The fish in it is quite nice.
And yeah, the fish is good too.
It's really spicy.
I don't think I've eaten any chili. Okay, maybe I've eaten chili now. Right, I need to dip my naan in. Yeah, I mean, if you are having rice as well,
Yeah.
the rice would soak it up, but still, I do love like a thick, creamy curry.
I feel like the curry overpowers it.
I can't taste either of them when I put them together.
Yeah. I think I have the same thing.
Yeah, I'm not getting the sweetness from the naan or like the curry flavour. I thought today was going to be perfect.
I think there's just too much flavour, maybe. If we had a plain naan, it might work
Yeah. I'm happy with the meal. Like, if I just made this for myself for dinner, like, on my own, I'd be super satisfied. Like, I will eat all this and I'll feel full and content. We'll come back to try our dessert with the failed caramel very soon.
Here we have the cheesecake. We've got so much of the caramel left, so we're just gonna use it for something else. But here are the little cupcake things. And we've just put a little bit of the caramel on top as well.
So I'm a bit worried that when we cut into it, all this is just going to fall down because it's not very stable. Already a lot of it's come apart anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that's to do with the fact that we didn't have enough digestives, possibly. So it had a bit more liquid like butter than it needed to, but
it's not our fault because the digestive biscuits
It
packaging, said it
Lidl
was,
digestives.
It said it was like 400 grams for the whole thing, and Mary only had like this much left.
Like
it's quite a lot.
over 3/4.
And it was like not even
And it
200
said it,
grams.
yeah. So that's a lie. Right, okay, where shall I cut?
Just cut it down.
Okay, cuts easily. It's quite satisfying actually. Right, how big a piece?
Yeah, that's good.
That's
It's not too bad. It didn't fall that much.
no. Oh, look.
Oh my gosh. It is. Oh my
I
god.
don't want it to break.
It looks really good.
Do you want this little... You're going to have to have it because it's annoying me that it's there.
I'm so excited.
I'm scared because...
I love cheesecake.
Me too, but this isn't my favourite kind of like texture. It's very hard. Not hard, but like...
Ready?
Right, get a bit of everything.
I like it.
I take that back.
The coconut in this reminds me of the naan. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Odd, but ooh, it's really like zesty and refreshing. And this recipe, I've been so negative about this recipe because it got less than 3 stars in like on the Delicious website, and I hate the Delicious website anyway because like half the website page is taken up by like a banner, so you can't even see the whole screen. It's really annoying. But
I'm happy with the amount of digestives actually. I feel like if it was more, it would be too like overwhelming.
The base, yeah, in the centre the base is a lot thinner than on the outside, but it works well. That's exciting. There's no sugar in it.
That's good.
I mean, it does have a whole tin of condensed
No, it does
milk.
have sugar. The caramel.
Okay. I don't know if I can like. Do you actually taste the caramel? I just taste fruit. But that's fine. Like I don't even know. Yeah, I don't know what fruits I'm tasting anymore. I just know that I'm tasting fruit.
I can't like speak because
I didn't expect that. Yeah. I didn't expect to enjoy it this much. Which means I will be having these in the morning for my running fuel.
One thing though, the measurements are just not great.
Made up.
I do think though, if we had more digestives, the height would be higher, so it might fit.
Yeah, but only a tiny bit higher.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Because remember how much of the actual cheesecake mix we had extra? I wonder what these will taste like.
I don't think it will taste as good as the cake.
No.
Because they're digestive.
Yeah, you don't have the same textures.
Yeah, add another element to it.
I'm so ready to be mean about this recipe. But
How many stars would you give it?
at least like out of 5. 4.
Yeah.
A solid 4. I've never made a cheesecake with like biscuit up the sides, and I know it's a bit messy, but it does make it look quite
Rustic.
I was thinking something a bit more professional than that. But yeah, I've never had a cheesecake where the middle's been this set, and that's what was scaring me. But it's good because the pieces hold really well, and also it means that none of it seeps into the base, which is a problem I've had before. So yeah, make this.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to have a cheesecake
please
filling.
try it.
I don't want the whole thing though, so I'm gonna cut it.
I'll put a little bit there.
Oh no. It's good. Because just now I had a big bite of the digestives and I was like, it's too dry, it's not as good. I mean, yeah, it definitely is better with the digestives though. Just a little bit of digestive, not too much.
It's alright though, like, it's edible. Summary. Naan, you just need to make sure you roll them out quite thin, but somehow without the filling exploding out. Curry.
It was good.
You had high hopes though, didn't you?
I did.
You
did as well.
Yeah, we both did. I liked it. It just wasn't wowing.
Yeah, like there was nothing special about it. Like, I think that I could have just made it up and made it taste like that.
Yeah.
Like I didn't need a recipe for that curry. It was easy and it was really, really quick. But other than that, I feel like if you know a little bit about cooking, then
you could have easily winged that yourself.
And the cheesecake was really, really good. I'm impressed. I think I was a bit affected by your negativity. I was like, this is not going to be good.
I'm so sorry.
It's also because we had so much trouble with the extra cheesecake filling and the passion fruit caramel that I was just like, this recipe is so bad. But it tastes really good.
Yeah. And I don't, like, you probably can't see, but it just looks so satisfying in the middle, like how it's cut so neatly and evenly, and like nothing's spilling out. I'm stuffed. I feel a bit gross, but like it was worth it for that cheesecake. Yeah, I'm actually kind of annoyed because I want to like be angry at delicious, but it's pretty good. So, thank you for watching our coconut specials. We have coconut milk, desiccated coconut, using up leftovers as per.
Yeah.
Let us know if you try any of the recipes, and we'll see you next time.